Scorpio, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan Hill from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Scorpio love reading. I know it has been way too long since I've posted a Scorpio love reading for you. I tried to take like a week or so off because I've been putting off writing a book, and I'm a Scorpio rising myself, and you know how we get. We go a little deep on stuff at times, so that 1 week ended up turning into a couple of months, and instead of writing one book, I wrote 12 and started 3 more and started working on a tarot class or a tarot workshop or whatever you want to call that. And here I am back finally. I've got most of it finished, not all the way yet, but I needed to get back here on YouTube and do some readings for you, so here we are. Let's get on with this Scorpio love reading for today, because today we are going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest here in October 2024. I'm going to do that by getting one card to represent the mutual point of interest between the two of you. I'm going to get 3 cards for you, Scorpio, 3 cards for your person. Then I'm going to clarify all of it with the second deck, just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. So let's get started. Let's get one card for what is the mutual point of interest between Scorpio and their romantic person of interest. Okay. What's going on with you, Scorpio? How have you been? What's going on with Scorpio as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between them here in October 2024, please? Okay, let's get one more card for you, Scorpio. Let's get one more for Scorpio. Thank you. All right, let's take a look at your person. What's going on with them? What's going on with Scorpio's romantic person of interest as it relates to Scorpio and the connection between the two of them in October 2024, please? All right. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading, 2 of Wands. This is Aries energy. This is a fork in the road. It's a crossroads, maybe in your life, maybe in this relationship. This is a decision point, and it's a decision about what is it you want your world to be like? What do you want your life to be like? And which of these 2 paths is going to get you to that? And you can't turn left and right at the same time. So it's also about which path are you going to leave behind in order to get to what it is that you want. So we got some kind of a decision here. I got the Queen of Swords right under that. This is Libra energy. This is about speaking the truth on something and then cutting off something or someone that isn't in your best interest anymore. Usually this is like a severing kind of an energy. A lot of times a severing of a connection, sometimes speaking the truth and having some difficult conversation. I'm getting the feeling like the Queen of Swords in a standard Rider-Waite tarot deck, she holds her hand out like this while she's holding the sword, and she's doing that because she already knows what happened, but she's giving the other person a fair shot. She's telling them, go ahead, tell me your side of the story. But the problem with her is when the story they tell her doesn't match the truth she already knows, it's off with your head. This is like the cut your head off, I'm not taking your bullshit kind of a queen. Yeah, right underneath that, we have the 5 of Pentacles, which is Taurus energy of... 5s are conflict or change, so this is an abandonment. It's a breakup kind of an energy, being cast aside, being left out in the cold. And behind that, we have the Tower. Okay, so we got the collapse of some important structure in your lives, whether that's the collapse of the relationship itself or just the collapse of the belief system, like the mental model of the world you've been operating from, like how you believed things were going to be. Well, this is like something happening to shatter that belief or to shatter and collapse the relationship altogether. Definitely looking like we have some severing breakup type energy going on here. And I don't know if this is talking about now after that's happened, we have a choice about what is it that we actually want. Not 100% sure yet, which is not uncommon at the beginning of the reading. This is like the overall gist or the aerial view of what this is probably going to talk to me about. So we might have to come back to that more as we go along. This mutual point of interest is shared energy that affects both of you in some way here in October 2024. It's not always going to affect you both exactly the same way. Sometimes they do this and you feel the consequences, or vice versa. Sometimes they say or do something and it makes you act or feel this way, or vice versa. Sometimes it's external stuff happening that's affecting you both slightly differently. But that mutual point of interest between the two of you, Scorpio, here for October 2024 is death. This is the Scorpio Major Arcana card. This is an ending to something. It's something dying so it can be reborn again in a different way. This is usually an ending that has some sort of a painful transition period afterwards, or a painful transformation period afterwards. Let's take a look at this a little deeper here. Let's clarify this. Tell me more about death. Why is that the mutual point of interest between Scorpio and their romantic person of interest here in October 2024? I just had the Strength card flip over and show itself to me right before this first card came out. That would be a Leo Major Arcana energy. That usually is about some difficult situation that you're going through, or someone trying to rein themselves in and hold themselves back from doing something that they think might be some kind of a mistake here. Underlying this death energy, I have the Two of Cups, which is Cancer energy. This is a love connection between two people. It's I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected, but it's a two. And in tarot, twos are about choices or decisions. So this can be a decision about the connection itself. This could be a decision between more than one cup of love, and I have to pick one. I do have a choice here, like which path gets me to what I want and which path doesn't. This is starting to look already like we had a big breakup here and we brought death to a connection. It's possible that we had two different people involved here and now we've got death because of that. Yeah, that's probably what's going on. Right behind the Two of Cups is the Empress. This is the mother of the tarot deck. She's always pregnant, so she's always giving birth to something. In a relationship reading, she represents the birth of a new connection, or sometimes the rebirth of a connection after it's died. It's definitely died, because I got the Ten of Swords right behind that. This is Gemini energy of a swift, painful ending to something. Sometimes this is an ending that one of you didn't see coming, hence the swords in the back. Sometimes this is an ending in betrayal, hence getting stabbed in the back by someone close to you. So we've got a connection here, the birth of a new connection apparently, and the ending of something probably snuck up on you. When I clarify death, I get the Page of Cups, the Two of Wands again, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Swords again. Wow. Page of Cups. Pages are messengers. This is about love and emotions. So this would be news and messages and communicating about love and emotions, expressing feelings, lovey-dovey messages. It's also a page, and a page is the lowest form of the court card. So this is an energy that's not fully developed all the way, not fully matured all the way in the emotional sense. So it could be emotionally immature, emotionally not fully developed. This could just be talking about there was lovey-dovey communications going on, which is pretty much how you get another cup and birth something new. Now, there is an element to this card of like sleight of hand, a little bit of like sneakiness here. He's got a fish in his cup, and like if you watch David Copperfield or some stage magician doing tricks, like making the Statue of Liberty disappear or cutting a person in half or whatever, there's always a trick to it, and they don't want you to see the trick because then it kind of spoils the fun of it if you know how it was done. And that's what the fish kind of represents. It's all like, hey, look over here and don't pay attention to me. I want you to looking over here so you don't see what's actually going on. I'm feeling that a little bit. Next, I got the Two of Wands, which again is the overall energy of the reading, that fork in the road, Aries energy. Again, it's a two, it's a choice. It's about what is it I want from my life? What do I want my world to be like? And which of these two paths is going to get me there, and which path am I leaving behind? Got that Queen of Swords right behind it here, looking like a severing taking place. I got that same Queen of Swords here on the end. So again, speaking the truth on something, cutting off a person or a thing that isn't in your best interest anymore. Right before I got to that, I have this choice between these two things that I have desire for. And we're going from the 2 down to the 1. The Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning. It's a new beginning in passion and desire. Every once in a while, this can represent trying to re-spark a connection that's dead, or trying to fire it back up and re-spark the passion and desire in that. This sometimes is an apology, so we could have an element of that going on, but I got like the no bullshit queen right here, calling your bluff and cutting someone off. Not uncommon at the early stage of the reading that I don't fully understand what this is trying to tell me, but it's looking pretty cut and dry right here. It's looking like we got the death to a connection because a new connection was started when it probably shouldn't have been. That's the shared energy affecting both of you in October 2024, Scorpio, your energy in this connection. First card is always the most important for you. You got the Six of Wands. Central to your energy is the Ten of Pentacles. And the final card for you is the Emperor. The Six of Wands is Leo energy of recognition. So sometimes this is you being recognized for something, like being publicly recognized for it. More often than not, this is you coming to some sort of a recognition where you're realizing something, figuring something out, and then it allows forward movement to happen afterwards. So I don't know if this is you recognizing your person was doing something they weren't supposed to be, or this is just you recognizing something else. So tell me more about this Six of Wands. Why is that the first card here for Scorpio in October 2024, please? I see exactly what you recognized. I don't know why people try to slide sneaky shit past a Scorpio, because it ain't never gonna work. It's just not. You're way too intuitive. You're the most intuitive sign. Yeah, bottom of the deck, underlying this recognition energy, I get the Two of Pentacles. So I'm noticing a pattern already. Choices all over the place here. The Two of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. It's a decision about these two physical things, and I can't have both of them at the same time. I literally have to pick one or the other. And it's like this 1 foot in, 1 foot out, kind of an off balance energy where I'm weighing my options. I'm looking at the pros and cons, like this one or that one. Do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? It's 1 foot in, 1 foot out, off balance. It's like trying to maintain my balance or get my balance back once it's been thrown off. A lot of times this card will represent someone juggling two different people here. Could be you recognizing that. Yeah, right behind that Two of Pentacles, I have the Five of Cups, which is Scorpio energy. This is, again, it's a 5. It's a conflict. It's a change. This is an emotional loss. This is like sadness and remorse about the past. It's negative feelings, and you can see the person on the card is focused on these 3 cups that have been spilled. That represents all the love and emotions, all the time, effort, and energy that's all been spilled and wasted. In the background, there are still 2 upright, completely full cups here. And that can sometimes represent that even though this has been put to an end, that you still feel the connection in the background here. And that could be keeping you focused on something that's causing you emotional pain or loss here. And that's really kind of the point of this card. It's about whatever you focus on is literally going to dictate to you what emotions you experience. If you focus on the past, you're going to feel what you felt in the past. If you focus on this thing that you've lost, you're going to feel the loss. And if you focus on something that you don't have, something that's missing in your life, you're going to feel that gap in your life. And it can cause you to miss opportunities here. It's interesting, though, that the 3 cups that are spilled represents the 3 of Cups. And I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, but that's your very first clarifier here. The 3 of Cups, I guess I'm just going to skip to that because the 3 of Cups is Cancer energy. And the 3 cups can represent being united and celebrating or being reunited and celebrating. It can also represent a third-party love triangle because we do have 3 cups of love in the picture here. And that could represent here, like we've spilled this, we're not together anymore, even though I still feel the connection. It can also represent that what spilled everything was the 3 cups, this third party thing going on. And there could be a choice about another connection looming in the background here. Knight of Pentacles is next. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. I'm not 100% sure if this is connected or not. This would be very slow, monotonous, frustrating, make you want to pull your hair out kind of an energy. It's usually about someone wanting something like yesterday and getting this slow snail's pace instead. It's not moving nearly as fast as you want it to be. It could even represent that from where you sit, it looks like nothing's happening at all. Kind of like if you're watching my hair during this reading, trying to watch my hair grow, it's going to look like nothing actually happened, even though we both know it actually is growing. You just can't tell by looking at it. And that's kind of what this is feeling like. It can also represent, in terms of a person who knows what they're supposed to do but just aren't doing it for some reason. Like he's got the Ace of Pentacles in his hand, the seed of abundance, and the fields in the background are empty because he hasn't planted the seed, even though he knows he has it and he knows he's supposed to plant it. He just hasn't yet. Could be talking about your person. Likewise, it can also represent a person who knows what they're not supposed to do and just does it any damn way. Like he knows he's not supposed to just be sitting on his butt, but that's exactly what he's doing. I would say if you're in a relationship, you're probably well aware that you're in the relationship, and you probably know you're not supposed to be juggling two people and having lovey-dovey communications and, you know, sparking up some passionate new beginning with somebody. And this is looking to me like you recognize something like that going on here. Maybe you found the messages or something. But again, we got Three of Cups as the first clarifier for that, the Moon, and the World. So like I said, this can either represent being united and celebrating or reunited, or it can represent a third-party love triangle here with 3 cups of love in the picture being recognized. I'm pretty sure that's it because the Moon is next, Pisces energy. This is fear, worry, and anxiety, usually from uncertainty. Like if you think about when the moon's out, it's dark outside. You can't see your hand in front of your face, let alone the full path in front of you. So this can be that uncertainty about not being able to see the full path and not being sure, am I on the right path or not? Did I make a wrong turn somewhere? Was this even the right path to begin with? Should I turn around and go back the other way? That looks a little bit like what's happening because we have a decision about what I want, and then we have a severing here. And the same thing in the overall energy, a decision about what I want, and then a severing and a breakup and a tower, looking like a tower based on actions toward love and emotions, moving forward with romantic offers and stuff like that. The other meaning to the moon is, again, because it's dark outside, it's possible that there was stuff going on that you couldn't see. Something was hidden in the dark. There could have been a secret being kept, which makes perfect sense when you got 3 cups of love involved here. Could be someone didn't want you seeing that, and you recognize it anyway, which is probably how we get to the severing and death. Next, we got the World, which is the last card of the major arcana. This is a card that represents the ending of one cycle and at the same time the beginning of the next cycle, where we start over at the beginning, card 0 of the Fool, like taking this blind leap of faith on something new. This is looking like an ending probably of the connection and a new beginning of something different after that, but it could also represent the ending of this secret, which also causes some new beginning. Probably, again, how we're getting to death and a severing here. Central to your energy, Scorpio, we got the 10 of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy. This is most people's goal in the physical reality. This is maximum stability, maximum abundance and prosperity. It's the combining together of 2 people or 2 families and all the assets and resources to build this stable, abundant, prosperous home life. This is about combining lives together and building a life together. Tell me more about this 10 of Pentacles, please. Why is that the shared energy here for Scorpio? October 2024. What do we got going on here? On the bottom of the deck, underlying this 10 of Pentacles energy, 8 of Pentacles, more Virgo energy. This is a card of work. It's about putting in the work, time, effort, and energy on something to get what you want, or at the least being willing to put in that work to get what you want. 2 of Cups. Again, Cancer energy. It's a love connection between 2 people, but it's also a choice here. A choice about, do we put the work in on this connection? Could be someone was also choosing to put in work on another connection during a period of time when the two of you were combining lives together, which is a real good way to piss Scorpio off and get the stinger here. Hence Death and Queen of Swords. Strength. I saw that trying to come out when I was trying to clarify Death, and it didn't want to come out. It made it a point to flip over and show itself to me, but it stayed in the deck. This is Leo Major Arcana energy. This tells me that you're going through a very difficult situation right now, and it's taking all of your internal strength to make it through. You have the strength to make it through. You're just kind of being forced to dig down deep inside yourself and find it and tap into it here. It can also represent a person who is trying to tame this beast inside themselves. They're trying to like rein themselves in and hold themselves back. They have some kind of underlying urge or desire that they're afraid is going to be some kind of a mistake if I don't contain this. So it's like trying to struggle and resist against that piece of themselves. It's probably them here. When I clarify the 10 of Pentacles, I normally get 3 clarifiers. I just got 5 here. So this is an important card. I got the Emperor, the King of Cups, 7 of Wands, High Priestess, Queen of Wands. Very telling right here. This Emperor energy is Aries Major Arcana energy. This is about taking control of a situation, taking charge of a situation. This is usually the person who's making the rules, who's calling the shots, who's laying down the law, setting the boundaries, drawing the lines in the sand, the person that's in control here. This is also a master manifester energy in the sense of it's someone who has all the tools, abilities, and resources to put together the plan to get what they want and then execute that plan to get what they want. We've got an Aries energy here as the overall energy. That same thing is here in the shared energy. You might be dealing with an Aries. Let's see, I've got Scorpio, Libra, Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Leo, the 4 fixed signs, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. I got Scorpio, Pisces there. I've got Leo again. I've got some more Leo or Aries, Virgo. You could be dealing with any of those signs. Hell, you could be dealing with literally any sign. This is a collective reading. It's going to be almost impossible for me to pin down exactly who you are dealing with specifically because I'm not tapping into your energy as an individual person like I would if I was doing a personal reading for you. Here I'm tapping into collective energy of thousands of Scorpio people all at once. So I'm just going to keep calling these signs out as they stick out to me just in case they mean anything to you. But this is Aries energy of being in control of something. This is feeling more like your person might have been in control, but you assumed control and took control from them is what it's looking like to me so far. I may have to come back to that. It's right beside this 3 of Cups. This third party thing going on here is what it's looking like. Even like the way that the Emperor's throne is, it's so big that you can't see the background behind him. And that's because whatever's going on behind this dude's back ain't none of your damn business. He's the boss. He's calling all the shots. And you don't need to concern yourself with what I'm working on behind the scenes here. I'm getting that kind of a feeling here. Next, I have the King of Cups, which is either Pisces or Scorpio energy. This is probably a person that you have a lot of love and emotions for, maybe even viewing at some point as the other half of the love equation for you. It's also a person who doesn't wear their heart on their sleeve very much. This is someone who does not publicly broadcast what they're feeling about things, good or bad. So this could be someone that loves you and you don't really know because they don't express that. It could likewise be a person, like you can see the rough, choppy water around the king's feet here. That represents rough, choppy emotions, emotional turmoil. So it can be someone that's going through emotional turmoil and you just can't necessarily tell because they don't talk about it. And this is a really hard to read kind of a person. It's also sitting right beside the moon. So this could be like someone keeping a secret here, keeping something hidden in the dark about a third cup of love, trying to control some sort of a situation by keeping things secret. 7 of Wands is next, Leo energy. This is a defensive energy. This is defending my position on something, defending my stance on something. fighting to protect what's important to me, fighting to defend something that I have desire for, even defend myself against accusations of some kind. I do have the Queen of Swords laying right here in the shared energy. When I get these two cards together, this is usually, hey, I know something's up. Let's have a talk about it. And I'm calling you out on what I know you're doing. And this is the person going, no, I'm not doing that. I swear to God, I'm not doing that. It's like defending against accusations here, which looks like it's causing the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. See, like I said, like she already knows the truth. That's why she's holding her hand out. Tell me your side of the story, dude. But if it doesn't match, if you're ducking and dodging and bobbing and weaving and saying, no, I'm not doing it, but she already knows you are, and that's when the sword comes out and heads roll. I think that's what happened here. I think your person was probably controlling stuff by keeping things secret. And then at some point you recognized what's going on and you took control and got the sword out and chopped their head off. I got High Priestess next, which is your intuition. This is your gut feelings, your intuitive hits, your signs, synchronicities, a dream that has a message in it. It's some sort of internal knowing where you probably didn't have the facts at the beginning, but you had this feeling like something fishy is going on here. Your intuition is always right, especially as a Scorpio. The problem with the intuition is 9 times out of 10, it's going to tell you some stuff you don't want to hear. It's going to tell you something that you don't want to be true. And without facts, it's really easy for most people to just sweep that under the rug and try to ignore what their intuition's telling them, trying to like block it and defend against it because I don't want that to be the case. I got love for this person and we're combining lives together. But this is she who knows. Like she sits in front of the veil of consciousness. She knows everything. She sees everything, but she doesn't always tell us everything. There's sometimes we don't need to know until it's time, at which point she clues you in through your intuition. This is your intuition screaming at you, telling you what's going on. Final clarifier for that 10 of Pentacles is the Queen of Wands. This is either Aries or Leo energy. This is a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person that knows exactly what she wants and she goes after it. She doesn't take no for an answer. Sometimes this can be a drama queen kind of an energy, problem starter kind of an energy. Most of the time when I get this card, like for you, I should be getting Queen of Cups or King of Cups to represent you because you're a water sign. This is a fire sign. It's the fire element queen, you know, the hot queen. So this most of the time represents the other woman, the person that there's all this passion and desire and attraction toward, all this sexual energy for, and looking like your intuition cluing you in on something like that. The final card in your energy for October 2024, Scorpio, is the Emperor again. I've already seen that here. I've got the Emperor in both decks on your side of the table here. So this is looking again like maybe your person was in control at some point until the intuition clued you in, and then it's some way you got facts to support this. Maybe you found the lovey-dovey messages or the flirty behavior or something. But there's definitely some passionate new beginning here. This is you taking control, I'm guessing. Tell me more about the Emperor. Why is the Emperor here in Scorpio's energy for October 2024, please? A lot of cards here for this one. What do we have? Okay. Underlying this Emperor energy, 5 of Cups again, Scorpio energy. Sadness and remorse about the past, regrets, loss emotionally. There's all the love and emotions and time, effort, and energy that's been spilled and wasted. There's still a connection in the background that you feel, but there's probably also still some sort of a choice either about this connection between you and them, or there's another connection looming in the background that's being kept hidden in secret. I got to go back to that because the moon in and of itself could mean, hey, there's stuff going on that you haven't seen yet, that you don't know about yet because it hasn't been illuminated yet. By herself, the High Priestess can represent there's information you don't actually have, yet you know anyway. And I've got both of them out here in your energy. Both cards represent the intuition. I've also got the King of Cups, the pinnacle of that suit, out here in your energy. So literally every column of cards for you has a very powerful intuition card in it. So this is looking to me like they probably tried to slide some sneaky stuff past you, which again is a dumb idea because you ain't sliding shit past a Scorpio. It just isn't going to happen. Not for very long anyway. When I clarify the Emperor, I get 5 cards to clarify that. I got 5 cards to clarify this 10 of Pentacles. So you're getting extra cards all over the place. You're getting extra information somehow, which is probably intuition. 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 6 of Cups, Page of Swords, 8 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles is Taurus energy. Sometimes this is an energy of balance, like trying to balance the connection back out. Make it so that it's equal give and take, and they're scratching your back and you're scratching theirs, and it's all equal give and take. The other meaning to the card is the Merchant here, giving to 2 people in the physical sense. And notice one of them is behind his back. Again, right beside the Emperor, it's connected to the Emperor here as well. And again, behind his back, you can't see what's going on because it's none of your business. And the thing that's going on behind his back is third-party love triangle, third cup of love involved. That's behind his back. That's being kept secret, and yet you've recognized it anyway. Next clarifier for this Emperor energy is the 9 of Cups. This is Pisces energy. This is personal happiness and wish fulfillment. This is a singles energy. It's a step backwards from the 10 of Cups that we all want, that happily ever after, that happy fairy tale love connection we all dream about. That's about being together emotionally and pouring yourselves into each other where everyone's together and fully happy and fully content and fully in love and all the good stuff that we want. This is a step backwards from that. So this is about being emotionally by myself. Flip a coin on whether this is good or bad, because on the good sense, this could be that you don't need some external person to show up to make you happy, because you understand you make yourself happy. Happiness is inside you, not outside of you. It can mean I don't need this external person to show up and make me feel whole, because I am whole in and of myself. I don't need somebody to show up and make me feel loved, because I love me. I enjoy myself and I'm fully happy and content. That would be the good side of it. The negative side of it would be someone who's very self-centered. They're self-serving. They're overindulgent or self-indulgent. It's like me, myself, and I kind of an energy. My own personal happiness is more important than yours. My own personal happiness is more important than this connection or what's best for us, which is how you end up giving to 2 people, especially if you're dealing with some control freak type of a person or a person who thinks they run everything and they can do whatever they want. Sitting right beside that King of Cups, which is again either Pisces or Scorpio energy. I've got another Pisces energy in that same row with the moon. So I got a lot of Pisces right here. A lot of emotions involved and things being kept hidden here. Next, I have the 6 of Cups, which is Scorpio energy of the past. It's either thinking about the past or reminiscing about the past or the good old days and the way things used to be between the 2 of you. It can represent there's a deep emotional connection between you and there's history between the 2 of you. But because it's about the past, it can also represent something from the past coming back up again, something from the past happening again. Could be we have a history of this type of behavior from the person, and this is it showing up again. It can even represent a person from the past making some kind of a comeback. That person from the past doesn't necessarily always mean romantic person from the past, like ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, something like that. It doesn't necessarily mean that, although it definitely can be that. The past is a relative term, like 2 days ago is the past, 10 seconds ago is the past. So this can just represent a person that's not like a brand new person. It just would be someone that there's already a history of some kind with, a person that's already known, not brand new person I just met. That's right beside this Seven of Wands, defensive energy. Like, nuh-uh, I didn't do that. But there's the World with it. The ending of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle. Next clarifier for the Emperor is the Page of Swords. This is news, messages, and communications. I do have another page out here. Lovey-dovey communications, flirtatious behavior, a choice about what is it that I want. Passionate new beginning. This is the phallic symbol of the deck, so it's the male you know what and using it to do you know what, and looking like that's getting severed here. Please do not go Lorena Bobbitt on anybody. You don't need to go to jail over somebody's stupidity here. It's just not worth it. The other meaning to the Page of Swords is it's a person who's trying to learn something, trying to figure something out, doing like research or investigating or snooping around. I got your intuition cluing you in about someone else that there's attraction to. I've got you recognizing third party, even though that's been kept secret. I've got she who knows the truth out here in the shared energy, and she who knows the truth right here, 2 cards deep in the overall energy. This could have been something that started off as an intuitive hit or a dream or just some internal, I can tell something fishy's going on. This could be you starting to investigate that, snooping around, asking questions, scoping out social media, driving past people's houses and stuff. This could be like snooping around. It could be that you accidentally uncovered information. Like, hell, it could have been that they got up and went to the bathroom and left their phone laying there, and bling, a message comes in and you saw that from someone that they already know. It could be you were putting their clothes in the washer and something fell out of their pocket. Hell, for all I know, it could be a lot of different things. Someone could have seen it and told you about it. What I'm doing right now technically qualifies as this because I'm investigating and snooping around in your guys' energy and your business right here. Either way, it's right beside the High Priestess. Looking to me like intuitive hits happened. Internal knowing happens that you can't maybe put your finger on exactly what it is, so I start looking. And when I look, I find 8 of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. It's a really fast-moving energy. The only thing faster than this is the Chariot. This is rapid back and forth, passionate communications, passionate messages happening. You could have found that. This is rapid forward movement or progress on something there's passion and desire for. It can represent travel sometimes. It can also represent just a whole lot happening all at once. This is like so much coming at you all at one time that it would be hard to process it all, hard to deal with it. It would be overwhelming. And it's right beside this Queen of Wands energy. This is almost looking like I had this hunch, this gut feeling, some fishy stuff's happening. I looked and I found some stuff I did not want to see. And ta-da, here we are with all the sadness and remorse and loss and death to the connection. Hopefully, I am totally screwing this reading up and this isn't what's happening for you, and you can tell me that in the comments, but it's looking pretty clear what's going on here. Let's take a look at your person's energy, Scorpio, for October. The first card in their energy is the most important. We got the 4 of Wands. Central for them is the 2 of Pentacles, and their last card is the 8 of Wands that we just took a look at. I've already seen the 2 of Pentacles too when I clarified this first card of yours. This 4 of Wands is Aries energy. Fours are about stability. So this is stability of the home, stability of the family, stability of the connection between the two of you. These 4 wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifesting. It's the stage in the manifesting process where I've already chosen what it is that I want. And I've already started taking the steps to get the thing that I want, and I believe it's going to happen. It just hasn't happened yet. Well, the next step is the 4 of Wands, and ta-da, here it is, stable in the physical reality. It can be celebrated because it's arrived. So it's looking like they created something that they wanted, probably during a time where there was some stability in the home and the family and the connection, possibly building a life together, living together. Let's clarify this 4 of Wands. Tell me about the 4 of Wands. Why is that here for Scorpio's romantic person of interest? October 2024. I just had the 10 of Pentacles try to come out, but decided not to. So again, that's another indicator that this is happening during a time when you're actually physically together. Get one more on this, please. You too, huh? This one is screaming at me. You have the star. Man, oh man, oh man. Now I see what the choice is about. Underlying this Four of Wands energy, bottom of the deck, Five of Cups again, Scorpio energy, sadness, remorse, regrets, guilt. I've spilled everything here. I've wasted all of our love, all of our time, effort, and energy because I had this other connection behind my back. Could also represent that I'm feeling guilty and remorseful and sad because I've spilt it all, and I still feel the connection with you, and I'm probably wanting that back. But that's the problem. I got Two of Pentacles right behind it. Two of Pentacles is coming up next. Capricorn energy. It's a physical choice between two things that I cannot have both of at the same time. I have to pick one. And this is that weighing of the options. Looking at which one do I want, this one or that one. Juggling two people. Hence the breakup. Five of Pentacles. Taurus energy of abandonment. That was right behind the Queen of Swords here. I'm seeing very similar energy here again. It's just like hammering me over and over again with an obvious story of what's going on. This is the breakup. Right behind that, Seven of Swords. Aquarius energy. Lying, cheating, stealing, deception, sneaking around behind your back, trying to get away with some stuff I shouldn't be trying to get away with. Hence the secrets. The third party I'm keeping secret. Denying that I'm doing anything with this person, yet I'm giving to two people. I'm juggling two people. Man, oh man, oh man. Again, I should get 3 clarifiers. I just got 5 for this Four of Wands. First clarifier, the Lovers. Seven of Pentacles. Someone is blowing me up here. My daughter is calling me. I have to call you back, babe. The Chariot. The Star. And the Eight of Pentacles. I got physical advancement, physical progress going from the 7 to the 8. Let's just start at the beginning. The Lovers is the Gemini Major Arcana card. This is probably feels like a powerful connection between the two of you, although this card is a lot more than just that. This card does not mean twin flames or soulmates or this person is the one for you. I know there are a lot of readers that tell you that. That ain't what it means. Ain't never been what it means. I'm not going to get on that soapbox. Twin flames aren't real. I've got information about that. Look up Elizabeth Clare Prophet if you want to know the real story of twin flames, because she was a cult leader, like a literal doomsday cult leader, and she's the one that made up the whole twin flame thing as a way to indoctrinate people and like steal their money from them so she could build the largest underground bomb shelter in North America. The FBI, the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms Bureau investigated her. She was bad news, and the whole thing is made up. This card is about the interconnectedness between people. When you're in a connection with somebody like this, their choices are going to impact you, and there's no way around that. And that's what this card means. A long time ago, before the card was called the Lovers, it used to be called the Choice. So it represents a choice in a love connection. It can also represent a choice between more than one lover, which I definitely see going on with this Two of Pentacles here, with the Six of Pentacles that's here. I got the Three of Cups out here, this person from the past that I'm hiding, more juggling here. They definitely have manifested a situation where this person that they have interest in has come around and they have them here. It's probably someone that they already know, potentially someone that they were with before. Seven of Pentacles is next, Taurus energy. This is a period of time, and it's for one of two reasons. Either this is a period of time where they're pausing to reflect and take stock of your connection, take stock of this whole situation, trying to decide if these seeds that have been planted between the two of you are ever going to turn into this Ten of Pentacles that they really want. Is this worth continuing to invest my time, effort, and energy into? Or is this maybe not going to pan out the way I want, and maybe I should cut my losses and move on? So it can be that period of time where that kind of contemplating is going on. It can also just be a period of time where they've already planted the seeds on something, And this is that lag time. You know, like if you go plant an apple tree in your backyard right now, you're not going to come out tomorrow morning and get apples from that. There's that lag time from when you plant the seeds until the thing is fully developed and you can harvest from it. And that's kind of what this is representing. It's like they planted the seeds with somebody potentially a while ago, and this is that point in time where like they've been waiting on it and it's probably just now showing up. This is feeling sequential for them, but I'm not 100% sure. The Chariot, this is the Cancer Major Arcana card. When I told you about this Eight of Wands, I said it's the second fastest energy. This is the only thing faster than that. So I've got a lot of fast moving energy here. This is someone that doesn't know their own strength. You can see the dark side right here, the shadow side of the person and the light side of the person. There's an energy of not fully balanced, not fully aligned right here. If the driver, he doesn't have reins, so if he's not fully in alignment, if this side and this side aren't pulling in the same direction, this isn't going to go anywhere. Or worse yet, it's going to tear itself apart as it moves forward. Especially if it's moving forward on stuff that it's not supposed to be moving forward on. Hence the guilty feelings here. Next, this is also at its core about the underlying will to overcome the obstacles, the problems, the challenges, the stuff that's in my way, like trying to get past all that through willpower alone, which is making me feel like part of this might be that they're apologizing to you and wanting to make maybe a different choice about what they want, maybe wanting to re-spark the connection with you, but I don't know that they're getting anywhere with that. Man, don't start no crap and you wouldn't be getting the stinger. I got the Star next, Aquarius Major Arcana energy. This is a card of hope. It's a card of healing. It's the card that comes after the Tower in the sequence of the cards. So you don't make it here without the Tower first, without the collapse of something important first. And it's looking like this came apart. It died. It looks like you cut them off because of the choice that they made and the things that they did. This is looking like they're hoping that we can get past all of this and heal this connection here. Final card is the Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy of work, putting in the work on something, putting in the time, effort, and energy, or at least being willing to do that in order to get what they want, which appears to be healing and overcoming this. And this looks like a person who made their choice and now is backpedaling off of their choice, especially with this next card here, Two of Pentacles, central to their energy. It's like, do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? 1 foot in, 1 foot out, can't make up my mind. Also can represent juggling two people. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Why is this here Scorpio's person of interest in October 2024? Your person doesn't seem super forthcoming either, just because of how much difficulty I'm having getting the cards to come out here. As soon as I say that. Underlying this Two of Pentacles energy. Two of Pentacles. You can't make that up. Capricorn energy of juggling. Can't make up my mind. This one or that one. It's the universe just beating me over the head with it. Like, dude, I done told you they're juggling two people. I mean, I don't know how much more clear it can be made that that's what's going on. Three of Wands is behind that, which, okay, I referenced that a minute ago when I said this is the point in time when they're choosing what they want their life to be like. What is it that I want? This is the next step where I've already started taking steps to get the thing that I want, and I fully expect what I want's going to happen. It just hasn't happened yet, and I'm waiting on that to show up. It's Aries energy. The next step is their first card. Like, ta-da, here it is. It's arrived in stable and physical reality, and I'm not waiting anymore. This man, whenever I get this Eight of Wands like this feels like overwhelming, like really fast happening. I've got the Emperor over here twice, which I said is a master manifester, someone who puts together the plan to get what they want and executes the plan. I've seen the card of putting in the work more than one time here. I've got this secret being kept, defensive energy, giving to two people, juggling two people. I think this is them waiting to see what happens with this before they do something. One step at a time. Knight of Pentacles, slow, one step at a time energy, not skipping steps. Or like I said, it could be a person who knows what they're not supposed to do and does it any damn way. Nine of Swords, yeah, fear, worry, and anxiety, stress. This is thinking about something so much with all this fear and worry behind their thoughts that it stresses them out physically. Their eyes are covered by their hands because it's so bad in their mind they don't want to face it. They don't want to see it. They don't want to look at it. I get this card in this kind of a circumstance when the person has already done the cheating and now they're worried that it's going to come out. They're worried their secret is going to get exposed and this third cup of love is going to get revealed. Juggling two people here. When I clarify that Two of Pentacles, I get the Knight of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Five of Cups again. Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck. So I literally have the three fastest energies on the table right now. Getting ahead of myself, their final card is the Eight of Wands again. So I've got really fast moving energy here. This ain't the dude who stops to read the instruction manual. This is the dude who just starts popping stuff together and not knowing what he's doing, and before you know it, he's put the thing together wrong, but too late now. You can't go back and take it apart without breaking it. This is like that kind of a person who's very spur of the moment and spontaneous and runs off all half-cocked, impulsive. This is about taking this decisive action on something that I didn't think about first, or while I was doing it, I just did it. And then afterwards, I think about it when it's already too late. I've already juggled two people. I've already manifested this other person here and done something with them. Started this passionate new beginning here. Man, oh man, oh man. Next clarifier is the Page of Wands. News, messages, communications about passion and desire. Passionate messages, lovey-dovey messages. Got to pick which thing do I want. This is also the minor arcana version of the Fool. It's a toned down version of that kind of an energy. Like the Fool will just straight leap off the cliff and worry about it on the way down. This is more like I've got the willingness to take the very first steps down this brand new path toward this thing I have passion and desire for, but I gotta like see how it plays out here. This is really, it's feeling more like passionate communications and acting on that without thinking, and now I'm juggling two people. And again, I'm feeling like this is a period of time that this is occurring, not just once. I think it probably comes out of left field for you because your intuition was talking to you and maybe you didn't want to hear that and didn't want that to be true, so you tried like hell to ignore it. But then it does come out, and it comes out all at once, and it's just too much. And I think that's probably where we get this whole off with your head concept going on. The abandonment, the breakup, the tower moment happens because they were moving forward with romantic offers and gestures somewhere else and having all this fear, worry, and anxiety that they're going to get caught because you're by yourself building this Ten of Pentacles thing together without really their help here because they got another connection in the background. Final clarifier for that Two of Pentacles is the Five of Cups. Scorpio energy, sadness, remorse about the past, regrets, loss. Three cups have been spilled. The three cups are what spilled this between the two of you. They probably still feel the connection with you, which is why they're having regrets and second thoughts about it now. But they did have another connection behind their back, and that is partly what spilled it. The lying to you. Like, you just don't lie to a Scorpio, A, because you're never going to get away with it, and B, because they're never going to forgive you. I know, I'm a Scorpio rising. I just do not have time for people who are going to lie to me. Like, once you lie to me, it's over. There is no coming back from that. Final card for your person is this Eight of Wands again. Sagittarius energy, very fast forward movement. Rapid back and forth passionate communications. I've got passionate communications, lovey-dovey communications. This is rapid movement on something that there's passion and desire for. Tell me about this Eight of Wands, please. Why is this the final card for Scorpio's romantic person of interest in October 2024? You? Okay, we'll take it. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen there, buddy. Underlying this Eight of Wands energy, Temperance. Sagittarius energy again, major arcana. This is an energy of patience. It's also an energy of blending two things together, but doing it little bits at a time, not all at once. This is about trying to like balance something back out, doing it little bits at a time, making fine-tuning adjustments along the way. It is also sometimes an energy of reconciliation. In tarot, water represents love. And here the love has been separated into two different cups, meaning we're not together anymore, probably because you cut me off. And this is about trying to recombine that love back together and blend it back together. I get this card a lot when something really out of whack is going on, and this is like a recalibrating it kind of an energy here. King of Swords. This is the decision maker here. This is very smart, logical, rational thinking, conscious mind energy. It's Gemini or Aquarius energy. This is also, though, a person who is emotionally detached when they make their decisions. They throw their emotions right out the window and they decide based on the truth and the facts and what's right in front of me. What can I see and verify? What do I know to be true? I'm going to decide based on what's the best, most logical thing to do in my situation, not based on how you or anyone else feels. That can feel like a very emotionally distant or disconnected person. Can even feel cold and calculated, especially to a water sign. Yeah, man. And what's right behind their back again? The Empress, the birth of something new. And them getting recognized for that. That's your very first card over here in the first column. Leo energy of recognition. This is starting to, oh yeah, Ten of Swords is behind that again. So getting recognized, and that ends things here. Yeah, Two of Cups. I don't think they have a choice anymore. And I think they're still under this misguided assumption that they still do have a choice in the matter with you. But I see two emperors on your side, which means that maybe they were in control at one point, but they ain't in control anymore. They ain't making the rules anymore. You've set the boundaries. You've drawn the lines in the sand, and you're calling the shots right now. And according to you, this is done. Like that 10 swords is screaming at me. Like, it does not take 10 swords to kill a man, but there's 10 swords in this. It's deader than a doornail, and I don't think they recognize that. It ain't like they're going to go get stitches and be fine. This is not like, I'll see you tomorrow when my scratch, my boo-boo on my knee is healed up. That ain't, nah, this is dead. When I clarify this Eight of Wands energy, this very fast movement here, possibly them feeling overwhelmed now, maybe overwhelmed by their emotions, which would be another reason to see the King of Swords. It's not like they don't have emotions. They just don't like what their emotions feel like right now. And this would be like trying to chuck those out the window. Clarifying Eight of Wands, I get the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, and the Four of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. In terms of zodiac signs, that represents the four fixed signs: Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. This is a change in the luck and fortune. If things were going great, this is that pivotal moment where it went to hell in a handbasket and it died. Off with your head. Now, in the opposite sense of that, if things have been going bad because you cut their head off and ended this relationship, this would be them wanting to turn the wheel the other way and straighten everything back out and get us back on course and correct the situation. Problem is, this is also a pivotal moment where things changed, and that pivotal moment was they rushed off all half-cocked and did something that they shouldn't have done without thinking about it, which led to a choice between lovers here. The Magician, the Mac Daddy master manifester of the whole tarot deck. This is a person who has all the tools, abilities, resources to create the world around him to be in alignment with what his will desires. He's got all four aces on the table. The aces are the ones of the four suits, just like we saw here in their very first card, 1111. 1111, this is the master manifester. This is telling me that this is the person who actively created the situation I'm reading about. Their thoughts and their actions caused this pivotal moment that messed everything up. Part of what their actions were was communicating with somebody in a passionate way, taking the first steps down this new path toward passion and desire, probably because they couldn't contain themselves. And again, it's feeling like a period of time that that stuff was happening. Final card for them is the Four of Swords, Libra energy. Fours are stability. This is stabilizing my thoughts, stabilizing my mind, trying to calm my mind down. I did see Nine of Swords at some point for them, where my mind is out of control. This is like, shh, calm down, relax, so you can figure out what to do. This is about going inside myself to heal something, to do some thinking so I can figure out what to do. Also, it's a pause, it's a break. A lot of times when people do dumb stuff and breakups happen, they don't like to acknowledge that it's actually over. So they'll say things like, well, we were just on a break, or we were taking a pause, or we were on a timeout, we needed some space. That's what it's feeling like this person is thinking here. It's almost like they still think, like in this row, they still think they can overcome this problem with you. And I don't know if this is them actually having regrets and remorse about what they did and thinking that if they communicate right, that they can get past this break and we can heal this. This is a card of healing. I read these to you in columns and I connect them in rows, and in their side, I got these two cards that have nothing in the row with it. Hope and healing, and willing to work on it right now. So this is looking to me like this person thinks that they can come back and maybe apologize and offer you their cup of love and put you to this choice about what you want and wanting to re-spark the connection. But it's ending here with the Queen of Swords. I saw the King of Swords here. These are the two people, like the King and Queen of Pentacles, build the Ten of Pentacles, the combined together life. King and Queen of Cups, build the Ten of Cups, the happily ever after, fully in love thing. The King and Queen of Swords build the Ten of Swords. So they are the two people that used to be together and probably not getting along so well anymore. Again, hence death, hence the Queen of Swords in both decks, the breakup, the Tower. This is looking like somebody that thinks they can come back and schmooze it over with you and get you back. And it's looking to me like, that ain't going to happen. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. When you do, you'll be taken to more Scorpio love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.